Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Bro, do we already have spammers from that stupid ass Collective Studios shit? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, fellas. Welcome to another stream. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's have another great week to this week. How was everyone's weekend? Productive? Pass my eval, Kazee. Let's go. Congratulations, brother. Maybe you should behave yourself with your chat history and the number of messages you send. What? It's a bright morning. Yes, it is. Should I close my blinds, guys? Today I want kind of sunlight to wake me up. But I can close my blinds if you can barely see me. Not me? Oh, okay. I was like, what? Keep the sunlight. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. The sun is good for us, motherfucker. You're... Bro says that while eating Cheetos in his mom's basement. It's like, yeah, keep the sunlight out. It's good for us. I'm kidding. Good morning, brother. So, bias-wise, you can see that there's a little bit of a cash-in strays. There's a little bit of a narrative playing out here. Now, that narrative to me is interesting because we don't rip up higher right away. Now, Midnight Open is right here. Midnight Open's right here. And we're consolidating at it. But on terms of the true day open, it's right here. So you go to the 15 minute. It looks like it could retest that true day open. Right? It opened. It gaps up higher. It left this. Now, it looks like we want to be bullish. But for us to be bullish, we're going to need to trade down here first. So we could potentially have something like this at 9:30. Boom, 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 all the way down here and then back up. So I'm bearish at first. I'm bearish at first for 9:30. Other than that, we're bullish until proven otherwise. ICT's live? Yeah, that's why I only have 600 viewers right now. But I don't even like watching ICTs live. Like, back when I was a copy trader, he wouldn't even call shots. He would just talk in some majestic way on saying, you see this low? Yeah. You see it. You see this high? Yeah. You see it. You see that low? Yeah. Just wait. Okay, look at that. Boom. That's the way he'll talk. It's like, how are we supposed to use that? Like that, I don't know. That's why I didn't watch his live streams. I'm pretty sure you can, Camelot. You're just gonna have to ask ChatGPT. I have no idea. But yeah, no, guys, we have a great week ahead of us. We have some expectations to fill, and I'm logging into my Trade of 8 really quickly in my Apex accounts. One second, chat. 1 second. What? It says failed to connect to Tradeovate. It says I haven't allowed the API access yet. The fuck? Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Beautiful. So let's go to MNQ. Let's do a little bit of 9:30 open analysis. So you can see, let's mark out midnight open again one more time. You see we're trading away from midnight open right now at 9:30. 9:30 is also taking buy side. It took buy side at a very volatile way. Okay. You see there's a lot of sell side resting below with midnight open and the 2-day opening gap. Okay. The one reason why we won't reverse to the downside is simple. If it's, right, market structure shift, reaccumulation, expansion, retracement, expansion, market maker buy model. If this is the low of the month, of the week, then we're going to rip up higher now. But we're not going to do this. To me, I don't think that's happening. If we're going to rip lower, we were going to rip lower now. We're still in the range of it potentially being manipulation, so we need to wait a second, but to me, it looks like it wants to turn up again. I'm going to mark out this buy side liquidity that is now taken at 9:30. It looks like manipulation to me. This looks like accumulation, manipulation, distribution to the downside. You can see midnight opens here could at least factor that. Watch your last boot camp about breakaway gaps and learn a lot, brother. Thank you. I appreciate the review. Same with me. Same with me. What do you mean? Oh, Tradeovate ain't working. Yeah, I reactivated it. Now it's working. See. You just have to reactivate your API access on your Tradeovate settings. So you go into the Tradeovate settings and you click add on and activate. I gotta log into my other account really quickly. 1 second, fellas. But I think we have a nice trade today. Looks like there's some volatility, so we can potentially get some nice price action today. Not have a boring day. 1 second, fellas. Beautiful. So we're just ripping higher right now. Take your time. New bootcamp video is fire. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I think this is all price action that's going to get traded past again. I think midnight open's my target, not these lows. Not going for those lows. I'm going for midnight open. But we're continuously just ripping right now, and it's something we don't want to chase. Don't have FOMO. This is how they get you. We're up 1.35% on the day. And there's two outcomes that can happen today, and I'm okay with both. There's we don't catch anything, or there's now I'm going to bet that this is going to happen. And if it does, I will capitalize off of it. But if this happens, you know, there's no entry. And it's that simple. You don't need anything. You don't need to catch an entry every day. But what you do need is to set a parameter, set guidelines that if it falls into place, you can then know what you're doing. Don't chase this, guys. Don't chase this unless you caught the entry all the way down here. Don't chase this. This is unsustainable price action. I do think it's going to rip up higher, but just don't chase it. Don't touch it. Okay. Don't touch it. DQQ's up 5%, aiming back towards that high there. Tesla's up. Meta's up 0.8. Nvidia's Slightly up. Google's up another 5.5%. Yo, Google is absolutely flying. Google is flying. Wow. Shout out Google, bro. Shout out Google. Google had a very strong year this year with the tariffs. Very strong year. Yeah, nothing really crazy. AMD's up 3.12%. But we're slowing down now. I'm sorry I'm late. I accidentally shit my pants on purpose. Nice try. I'm looking for it to go back down to midnight open, yes. But there's a possibility that it won't do that. But I'm not going to fight over it, and I'm not going to chase longs. Patience, guys. That's all we have to do is just wait for the right timing, the right opportunity, and then we will be good. So I have a couple collabs today. Not today, but this week. I have a stream with My Funded Futures on their YouTube account during the AM session from like 10:30 to 11. And they're going to be interviewing me and talking about my success and how I got to that point. And then I also have a podcast that I'm going to be shooting this week with a TradeZella. So there's those two things, which is pretty cool. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you, brother. The My Funded Futures live stream from 10:30 to 11 my time is tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. I'll let you guys know in the Discord, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. But we have a great day and week ahead of us. Looks like it's starting to move down lower a little bit. Let's look at what it did in the higher time frame. All right, just traded up to that deeper into that fair value gap. It traded into that 1 hour fair value gap now, which is what we can mark out. All right, it's rebalancing a little bit. 15-minute trades into, let's mark out the 15-minute fair value gap. It's a little bit easier. Trades into a 15-minute fair value gap. Takes buy side liquidity. Let's see. Potential entry, but we need to make sure that it's not just a rebalance. So we just need to be patient. Why does your chart look different on the 1 minute price? Oh. So, yeah, guys, my accounts are doing pretty well. Nonetheless, we are doing pretty good with the equity and profits. So let's see if we can get to 20K this week. If we can get to 320, that would be ideal. Then we could probably aim up for like 330, and then I'll take my payout. By that time, I'll hit the consistency rule. What's up, Nando? Looks like a Judas swing. Yes, to me too. Like, look how little of a low we have here. Right? That little low. But it looks like it could just be rebalancing from this fair value gap. There's not enough information for me to bet on shorts just yet. You see there's this inversion fair value gap, which it could be using, but it's already instantly disrespecting consequent encroachment of it, so it's not something you really want to be looking for. You can see that 1 minute trades into this fair value gap, and it instantly starts trading up higher, respects consequent encroachment. It's something you kind of want to stay away from. No entry just yet for me. One more little push down, and then I'll look for an entry. But we'll be patient. We will be patient. To me, it looks like it could potentially just rebalance that 5 minute here. If this is the case, and even if we trade down here, we're still going to take a short because my target's a lot lower, because why would it need that big of manipulation if it's only going to go down to midnight open, right? To me, it looks like it could even go all the way down from that reaction. So we're just going to keep sitting on our hands and wait for a better opportunity. while we're waiting for price action to give us that confirmation to look short, I want to talk about the time that the weirdest time I had to deal with a I wouldn't call him a fan, but like a hater. So he's been this guy. This happened last year, before I was very popular. This guy, he was a fan of mine. He was in all my streams, and he consistently asked for a one-on-one call, and I said no. I'm sorry, like I don't have the time to do that. I don't do free one-on-ones. I don't even charge for one-on-ones at that time. And he was like, oh, whatever, and then he left. And then he comes back after getting his first payout. And he's like, fuck you, you piece of shit, blah, 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 blah. I got my first payout. You suck. I'm going to be a millionaire. And then he was so excited from his first payout that he got super cocky and tried to just, like, basically go crazy. And then I was like, yeah, it's whatever, buddy. Like, congratulations on your first payout. You're kind of weird. And then he goes, nah, you fucked up. And then goes and finds my girlfriend on social media, messages her that I cheated on her, finds my mother, calls her all these types of names. And then all I say is like, bro, you're mad because I didn't want to do a 101 call with you, so you retaliate with that? Are you crazy? And after that point, I started to realize that there's probably good people out there that would want to come and talk to me, or there's probably good people out there that would, if I'm walking down the street, stop and say, yo, Ben, what's up? But I can't, just based off of the weird people out there, I can't take that lightly. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm walking with my girlfriend downtown and someone comes up to me, I'm obviously going to go like this, just for the sole purpose of, like, just because of that and a few other people. Like, there's people out there that want my head just because I'm a trader and I can't talk to them. Wonder where he is now? No idea. No, I'm bearish. I'm definitely bearish from this manipulation. That little movement looks like it wants to continue down lower now. But there's too much rejection and respect with these PD arrays right now that I'm not going to bet on any shorts. A displacement below that low is what I would look for. I have too much on the internet? I don't think I have too much on the internet. It's not like all I say is I'm from Toronto. But that's stuff everyone can find out from anyone. No, I know. I definitely know to be careful. I'm moving in a couple weeks. So it's like, regardless of what happens, and I purposely moved to a condo so people can't get access to it. What happened? What did Camelot say? Camelot, bruh. Yeah, I should have pictured my apartment, but bro, I hope you know every single apartment on that unit, like that corner unit, looks the exact same. Mine's just a little bit bigger behind me. You can't see that. We're just waiting. We have no displacement below that low. We're waiting. It looks like reaccumulation and then expansion to the upside, so we're waiting. Yeah, I have trade zealot. It's great. Not gonna lie, ever since you dropped your boot camp and I've been tuning into the lives, you're the person I really look up to you. I see how you changed your life and inspired me to do the same. Let's go, brother. I'm glad to hear that, man. The reason why I do what I do isn't to benefit off of you guys. It's to make sure you guys benefit off of me. So whenever I hear stuff like that, it's great. It's great. King of the castle. Really appreciate it. Just waiting. Guys, I don't want you guys to yell at me and laugh at me, but I ordered peptides. But listen, there's a reason why. And it's not because I'm one of those wannabe guru looks maxing people. Because I'm chopped. I ordered peptides not because I want to looks max. He's ascending. When I was fat, when I was younger, due to my ADHD and how much sugar I was eating, my ADHD was all over the place, causing me to pick my skin a lot. So I have a lot of scars from picking my skin, and that's for that. So I'm gonna have glowing skin apparently. But we have no displacement to the downside. If anything, it looks more bullish than bearish. So we just want to stay away and wait a little bit. What peptides am I taking? I'm still going to talk to my doctor. Also, guys, the best investment you can make if you're planning on spending like if you're okay with spending an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a year, is go get private healthcare. Fuck these public doctors, bro. They don't know anything. You go to them, you ask them something, and they're just going to prescribe you a medication and then take your health insurance money, then walk away. These private doctors, they actually give attention to detail, bro. Are peptides free in Canada? Nope. Unless you get them prescribed as like actual medication. So I could probably get them for free for my skin condition, but I doubt it. I'm the same height as Clav, and I sort of look like him. I don't look like Clav. That guy's way more handsome than me. I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, no. But I have the potential, right? You know, if I get on a cut, I've eaten a lot of food recently, so. But we're getting that expansion to the upside, so it doesn't really look like it wants to continue down lower. I'm not going to flip bullish just yet, I guess, until we get a body above this high right here. Then I will. But right now, it looks like it's just consolidating, making a decision. It's accumulating orders, so there's no reason. Do I hit the gym? Yes. I'm the same age as him. I know. Except I don't take testosterone. I don't inject a needle on my bum. And here's the thing. Testosterone's like, oh, but your body naturally produces it. Your body produces the testosterone that it needs. Now, if you eat unhealthy, it produces less. But anything more than what it needs is unhealthy. And you're going to have to be doing it for the rest of your life. And if you don't inject a needle for the rest of your life, then your testosterone levels are going to decrease rapidly. Looking very bearish now. Look at that beautiful 15-minute react. Beautiful 15-minute reaction. Oh, brother. Oh, yeah. This is got to be the, look at that gap. There's got to be the short. Body below that low, and we're going to look for some shorts. Why be on your ears? I'm 34, and I've learned a lot from you in terms of discipline and obviously training. Thank you, brother. What do you mean the small fair value gap? I don't know what you're talking about. There we go, chat. Now, am I going to anticipate a fair value gap fill? No, not really. I think it's just going to rip lower. So what we're going to be doing is looking for an inversion fair value gap fill. Very rapidly. I know it's a huge contract size, but with this consolidation, that's what we have to do, right? So we can put it down to the body at least. Save us a little bit. 88. 88, chat. This is 4 contracts. But it looks to me like it still wants to turn up a little bit. I need to see a nice body. There we go. Cut risk. Not cut risk like crazy, like not 500. We're going to risk about $800 on this. So a little bit more risk than usual. We just need to see a better reaction. So far, there's not a better reaction. Nope. No entry for me. Let's see what it does here. We can get into a trade if it does this as well. Let's see.
Order filled.
All right, we're in the trade. Not a bad reaction there. This is our first trade of the day, of the week. Let's see. See if we can get a little bit of movement. So first partial is going to be at midnight open. The rest is going to be at that low from London. London low. Go back to the low, that opening range gap. Disrespects it instantly, huh? Ooh, disrespect. Okay. Well, that's okay. We can look for a re-entry if it doesn't work out. But it looks like it's having a failure swing. So let's see. Could attack those equal highs and turn down again, but I anticipated that it was going to rip down lower with that body reaction there, not even trading to the lower quadrant. So let's see what happens. Good risk management, though. It's exactly what I wanted to anticipate how the risk to be, which is perfect. Let's see. It's showing a little bit of a rejection at that upper quadrant. So let's see what 18 seconds can do. I've had a private doctor for the last 5 years and it felt like a great decision to me. Yeah, no, definitely private doctor is definitely the way to go, even if in Canada. So a body below consequent encroachment, but it's showing a little bit of a push higher. On terms of this, it looks like a 2-minute order block. I feel like my stop loss is a little aggressive here. Might just open up another $50 just to allow a little bit of a touch there. But it looks like it's just remitigating potentially, as long as it doesn't trade above that fair value gap there. But it doesn't look great, to keep it straight to you. But let's see. If it's going to reverse, it needs to reverse from this point on. It should not retest this high. So let me teach you guys one thing. If price action is going to reverse, the high that breaks the fair value gap and then trades away from should not get retested. If it gets retested, then it's probably not going to win. Right? But this high is my protected high if it's going to continue down lower and not take these equal highs first. Okay? So for me right now, this high should not get taken again. If it does, yeah, we're kind of cooked. Boom. Okay.
Stop filled.
First loss of the session. All Gucci in the coochie. I think we're going to look for another re-entry. We got to wait for a bigger displacement to the downside. It looks like it wants to confirm that buy is up. So we're going to wait. We are going to wait. Look at ES. I hate this Black Friday shit. Always just like, yeah, it looks like it's ripping down lower a little bit, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait. Wicked out. It's okay. We are going to wait. What we need to do, the protocol, every time we take a loss, chat, what's the protocol we do? We flatten our emotions and we look for the next entry. I'm still bearish. I think I'm going to catch a re-entry. I like that body reaction on the 5-minute. I just want to see a body down here. I think it's very indecisive right now, so we're going to wait till we get out of that range. And once we do that, then we'll look for another re-entry. It is 9:55. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. It is 9:55. Ben trades manipulation. Some people actually trade manipulation. They try to cash the manipulation and not the distribution, but that's not my model. I'll give you guys a balance update. 1 second. So we were at, I think, 18.5. And now we're at 17.8, so we're still doing pretty good. It's less than an R, right? For me, about I would count $1,000 as an R, but sometimes 2,000. But we're not too shabby. We still got $892 of capital left today to be trading with, or this session, right? This is what I'm going to be risking for the rest of the session, okay? So if I lose that, then we're just going to wrap up the AM session on a lost day, but I still have a lot more to go. So we're chilling. You're still in? I mean, if you're not confident and you don't like it, then just close and go for another trade that you feel confident in. I do think it's probably going to turn down lower, but like I think it could stoop those equal highs first. But because there's no really reason for it to rip down lower now, other than that inversion right there, right? Risking for a 50K account, $250. So let me just put in my calculator. I have $900 of risk. My first trade is going to be, we'll do 600. So this is what I'm going to do, chat. $900 of risk. My first trade is going to be 600. My second trade is going to be 600. My next trade is going to be 300 if this one loses. And then after that, I'm flat. So this equals 900, right? And then 900 plus 750, which is what we lost. Okay. That it would be our whole risk. If we take 3 losing trades in a row, that's what we're risking. But so far going into this next part of the AM session after 1 loss, my risk protocol is 600 now and then 300. And if we lose that, I close it with negative 1,650, which is almost 1 R. So risk management is absolutely beautiful, but that's how I'm going to be targeting the next part of the session after a loss. Let's go, Mason. And for the people that left stream, I lost 150 viewers from that 1 loss. Those are the people that look to get spoon-fed. And since every trader takes a loss, once one trader takes a loss, they instantly run away. And those are the people that just won't get successful. So that's plain and simple. Not engaging. It's in consolidation. What's up, Boggy? Lost $470. That's not bad. I mean, depending on your account size, right? But it's all about risk management. Guys, if you copied my trades from the day I started streaming to now, and you followed my risk, you would have had multiple payouts. But the reason why some people don't is because they either over leverage, then they blow their accounts and blame me, or they only follow some and they catch the losing trades. Here's the thing. I don't promote copying me. I want you to do your own system and use me to help learn. But if you want to copy me, you're going to have to go in on it, and you're going to have to trust me. Got my second payout on Alpha today. Nice. Nice, Max. So I'm not engaging into the markets. It looks like it wants to continue back up higher now. I actually, like I said, once we get a body above this high, I'm flipping my bias to bullish. Even though we don't have a 930 manipulation. The reaccumulation looks like expansion, retracement, expansion profile, not the power of 3 profile. So that's what we're going to be targeting once we body above that high. The reason why I'm saying once we body above the high is because that's a break of structure. Wow. 5%, 5%, 5%, 3%. Wow. We are just ripping. And NVIDIA is negative. Thoughts on respect for money as a young person making money? What do you mean by respect for money? So once we body above that high, then I'm going to be looking for longs. Patience, guys. Everyone hit that subscribe button. My next goal is 20,000 subscribers, chat. How much contracts with a 50K account for the next trade? So your first trade was 250. If they're that lost, you're going to be trading around $125 for your next trade. Did I already move? Nope. You'll know when I move. The background will be completely different. But we're patient. We're being patient, chat. We're waiting for the right time. By the way, guys, if you want 40% off Tradeify, you can use code Ben. 80% off Apex with $40 activation fee, you can use code Ben, and then code BB for Alpha Futures. These are Black Friday discounts that are going to be ending soon. So now I'm bullish, chat, but I'm not bullish yet. We need this body to body above that high. It could still be a turtle soup. But we just got to be patient. Just wait. Just wait. Looks like it wants to be bullish, but let's see if we can get a body above that high. Still got to wait, chat. You still got to wait. My computer's frozen. Great. Okay, now we're good. Consistency rule with code Ben is nothing. There's no consistency rule if you use my discount for the combine. I want to have the kind of patience you have. It just comes by studying your model enough to trust that it's going to show up even when you take losses. I'm going to start doing the opposite of what Ben does. Then you'd have a very unsuccessful trading career. With perfect risk management, that should be equivalent to 2 leading trades. It's not so fun. Yo, Steven, what's turtle soup? I have a video on turtle soup, my man. So I'm bullish now that we bodied above this. Yeah, that's why I'm bullish now, Griffin. There's no consistency rule on the combine if you used my code. Wait, what? The heck? Hold on, chat. It's just not working for some reason. A lot of things are not working. Guys, is Alpha Futures working for you guys? Is it down for anyone else? It's not working. By the way, I'm still keeping an eye on longs. I don't know how people complain when you clearly have a winning system. You can win with so many different methods. If you don't like Ben, just watch someone else exactly. They expect that people can't lose trades. They have to have a 100% win rate. The mindset is that money is easy to attain and should be viewed as the way, but also the same as you can't disrespect it to the point of losing it all. Money isn't easy to obtain. It is easier to obtain, but it's easier than maintaining it, right? Maintaining money is hard. That's where people separate themselves. But for me, I think the focus on money is the downfall of a man. I think once you start prioritizing money, you start losing yourself. If you just start prioritizing your future, your career, your passions, your goals, and God, then the money's going to come. But if you prioritize money, then money's going to come, but nothing else is, right? See, money's funny because if you prioritize just money, it's going to come, but you're going to lose everything else in the process. If you prioritize yourself, money's going to come, and you're going to gain everything else. So I'm looking for an IO Fed entry, institutional order flow entry drill, guys. Combine and evals are the same thing, yes. The details of the promo code are right there. You can also just search it up and see what the current discount is. Price action ain't it. Yeah, I think Here's the thing. I think we're going to give it one more shot. And if it doesn't work, then I'm probably going to call it a session 2. For the sole purpose of we're very premature into a reversal right now. But we're going to be looking for some IOFED. I'm still going to risk my capital because I came onto the markets with the risk management of that. So I could risk it. We came off of a really good week last week. So we have the capital to do that. The best way to go on the 20% consistency is just to follow your model. It's really easy to get a payout if you don't chase. That's it. Just don't rely on needing a big win to save your account. And just small, consistent wins, and you'll get a payout. So there's no IOFED right now. It kind of got disrespected. We're probably going to look for a 5-minute fair value gap fill now because of that. So we're just going to wait. I'm on a journey to find God and fix my relationship with him. Any advice? Most people have guilt or shame when they do something. That's not what you're supposed to have, right? You don't need to clean yourself before you take a shower, So whenever you feel like you are too guilty to do something, that's where the devil gets you. So just maintain your relationship. Talk to him like an actual dad and not like some master. You know what I mean? Don't just pray, but actually include him in your life, and you'll be fine. Still looks like it wants to target that low now with that reaction. I think it's indecisive right now. We need to wait. New here. Is this the only where you trade? So I live stream on YouTube on AM session, PM on TikTok. And I have a Discord link in my description, which is free, that you can join, where I do streams and Sunday study streams, and I run a community there. I give you all the announcements, and I do giveaways there. The consistency rule not apply with Apex Trader funding on the combine, on the evaluation. With code BN. Code BN. Guys, this Christmas is going to be crazy. Definitely about to follow you on TikTok. Thank you, brother. But we're just going to be patient, right? That's all that we need to do. That's all we need to do is just be patient and wait for the right timing. I think if it could be bearish. My last strain of being bearish is now. If it's going to be bearish, it's going to rip down lower now. But if that is not the case, then I'm not interested in taking any shorts, and I just think it's going to turn up higher, which is exactly what it looks like it's doing. You know what I mean? 3-minute fair value gap. Just got to pay attention to how it reacts to it. We could potentially get a long setup here. We could potentially be getting a long setup here. The Christmas tree is pagan worship. I think you don't need to worry about that. You just focus on your relationship with God. If you look at it like pagan worship, then yes. If you look at it like a tree, then it's a tree. This is not paper. Looks like it wants to turn up higher here, but a touch consequent encroachment. It looks like a nice reaction, though. We could potentially grab into a long position here. I want to see a break of that high. Then I'll do like something like this with the lower quadrant. Where would I target, right? Because it looks like we have that 4-hour reaction. Well, I would just be targeting most likely this fair value gap or even higher to the higher fair value gap. But to me, it looks like it wants to reverse, so I'm not going to get into it just yet. We would need a displacement to the upside. Looks like it wants to have lower prices. You can see we have a 5-minute fair value gap that is trading to here. Let's see how it reacts to that. Right? Accumulation, expansion, reaccumulation, expansion. Accumulation, expansion, retracement, expansion. It's all risk management. Got to cut losses quick and cut risk via partials ASAP. It's exactly true. Exactly true. but not always partials. Also dragging your stop loss to specific positions. So this is kind of confirming back to my bias short here. Now, I was originally short here, wanted to manipulate one more time, which is okay, but this is kind of confirming my short bias here. Back to midnight open, at least. Let's see. First flipping bias like crazy today. I'm a hop off here piece. Okay. You obviously don't know my model, but go ahead. Do you think that's a bad thing? I'm not flipping bias like that. We're at a pivotal point of where my bias can flip. We're at a pivotal point, right? You just don't understand. You don't know yet. He doesn't understand the sauce, chat. He doesn't understand the sauce. He's lost. He's lost without the sauce. It's called discretionary. Yeah, I know what it is. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. There's no confirmation for short yet. Ideally, I want to be at short. But it's going to leave breakaway gaps, right? So the first fair value gap that it forms in this range should be a breakaway gap. The fact that it's not just shows that it kind of wants to trade back up higher, you know? So that's why I wanted to be short, but there's not enough information to go short or long right now. So we just got to wait. I don't trade Bitcoin, so I wouldn't know. It's not really seek and destroy. But it's not the greatest profile today. So we got to wait. Patience is the most important thing in trading, and you cannot catch high quality setups if you just take whatever presents itself right away, you know? You need to be patient. Patience unlocks high probability. High probability isn't the markets, it's you. When you start filtering out for only high probability, that's when you start to succeed. For example, there's always good women out there. But the reason why you only attract the bad women is because of you. And once you fix that, it unlocks a whole world that's been right in front of your eyes the whole time. Same thing with trading. There's always good setups out there. But the problem is with you. You don't wait for them. No idea, Spoon. You just have to calculate it yourself. Where's the Q4 hat? No idea. I can't find it. But I'm not engaging into shorts. I'm not engaging into longs because of disrespect. I think it's right in the middle of where we don't know. So we're going to be neutral until we're not neutral anymore. I'm leaning toward longs, though. I'm leaning towards longs. I am leaning towards longs, chat. Ooh, I have an important call today. Very important call. But it looks like it wants to be bullish, but I'm not going to be bullish until it expands above that high again. And I'll trade a re-mitigation because that looks like what it's doing is mitigation blocks. So we're going to use the mitigation profile today. So we're going to anticipate a trade back into this range once it expands above it. So that's ideally what I'm going to be looking for. I taught about that in my most recent YouTube video. One second, chat. 1 second, chat. Why is it doing that? How should I go on trading with my intraday drawdown? Don't risk too much. Beautiful reaction there, but there's no breakaway gaps, so I'm not interested. Breakaway gaps are the pivotal point of understanding where bias is. What broker do you use when you get the Tradeify? I use the Project X, but you should use Tradeivate. But the Tradeify accounts are so good. I'm probably gonna just get one for fun. Should I get one? I might as well just get one right now, to be honest. Probably trade it for PM session today, preserve my capital because it doesn't look like the greatest day. I might do that. Do I trade live accounts? Yes. Rarely, though. Like live accounts as in live firms accounts? Yes. But live personal fund accounts? Rarely, but I do sometimes. Please do not spam. PM's probably going to be better, most likely. It's just one expansion then chop, so there's nothing you really want to look for right now. That you don't need an answer, but you do need a bias. So right now we got to wait. Patience. Yes, I'm moving towards personal accounts after my next payout. All my money that I'm making is going towards a personal account. I'm making the full transition. I'm going to put about 100 grand into a live funded, like not a live personal fund account. And I'm not going to be trading prop firms anymore after that. Because I'm going to get my 300Ks turned to live. I don't want that. So I'm not going to be touching it. And I'm just going to put money into an AMP account, which you guys will be able to access the link to see all the trades publicly. It brings more transparency, so. It looks bullish, but it looks low probability. So we got to wait. Tesla's up 6%. Wow. Beautiful. What a beauty, chat. What a beauty. One second. Do you know anyone who uses astrology to chart? Fuck. I'm sorry, Kim. I had to. What is that question, Kim? No. No. Do not use astrology to chart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Uranus. It's so bright today. That means longs. Boom. Get out! Oh, it's the month of the Pisces. The Pisces are toxic, so that means price action's gonna be toxic. Oh, no. Cloudy days where you can't see the stars means you don't trade. Solar eclipse is a black swan event. Don't come for us, guys. Have you seen those videos on social media where people go up to girls and they're like, "Oh my gosh, so like, what do you? I'm a Aries. What do you think about me?" I was like, "Oh, you're oh, I knew you were an Aries just by the way you talked. Like, you're totally an Aries. Oh, everything about you says Aries." And he's like, "I'm actually not. I was joking." Like, it's so funny. I think that's just, guys. No, no. I don't know why it's so amusing to some people. But we're waiting, guys. There's really nothing that's giving it opportunity right now. We need to wait for something, right? The 5 minute looks bullish, but there's no opportunity for longs right now. I know. Oh, I know what strategy they're talking about. I know what strategy they're talking about. You got to use the moon's gravity. The moon's gravity. This is the strategy. And where's the stars? You need to use the power of the star to push it to the moon. Boom, 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 boom. Suck it. Push. Now you're full porting longs? Yes. Imagine the new people joining. Yeah, I know. Guys, it's not how the streams go. We're just consolidating right now. I think ICT picked the wrong day to be streaming, eh? Picked the wrong day to be streaming. But we're just waiting for the right opportunity. We need an expansion. Nothing is entertaining right now, so we're going to wait. We are going to wait. Monday price action? Yep. That's why we took one loss, and that's it. We wait. We could take one more trade, but so far it doesn't look like I want to open up risk onto the table. But don't forget, guys, this Apex sale does end very shortly. I'll tell you exactly when it ends. The Apex sale ends tonight. Today's the last day. The last day to get the 80% off with the $40 activation fee and no consistency rule in the combine. You should have bought at the first presented fair value gap like me. Oh, Zahid. Yes, pillar. It's 80% off on Apex with $40 activation fee, and you can pass in one trade. It gets rid of the consistency rule for the combine with code Ben. That deal does end tonight. So, don't miss out on that. We're pushing lower here. Still not engaging for a specific direction. We got to be patient. We got to be patient, chat. It's a slow day. It's a slow day, that's for sure. You've been gone a little and replaced you? Yeah, you didn't be gone a fucking little. You literally left me, bro. The second I blew up, this motherfucker disappeared. Of course I'm going to replace you. This guy switched up on his day ones. Price action kind of icky, yep. Whole point of being a moderator is to mod. set alerts and walk away. I mean, like, I have the discipline to stay on the charts and wait. No, Desmond. Yeah, consolidation, guys. Just it's as simple as saying you don't need to fight for a reason behind everything. It's just consolidation. You really don't need to fight. Don't fight. Don't fight for it. Just wait. Okay? What is happening right now? It's the battle of the moderators, bro. Yeah, why there's so many mods in here right now? Someone go to bed. Why does Turbo and his boy that he started a Discord with fade each other's trades on live? I don't know, but I'm not gonna gossip about other traders. Should I give the mods a timeout? Nothing to do when there's consolidation. Yeah, don't try to find a reason for everything in price action. The second you try to force a reason and why you're doing something, that's when you make decisions that aren't part of your model. Mason. Camelot's catching strays, bro. This is the war of the mods, bro. November 24th, 2025 is the war of the mods. Have I ever lived in the US? No. Always lived in Canada. Or would I? No. Not really. I feel safe here. When I'm in the US, I don't like the fact that somebody's day is controlled. My life is basically determined by someone having a good or bad day. Someone time out D John, please. Mod, stop beefing each other and do your job. Thank you. I like being able to walk in public and maybe have an argument with someone and not fear for my life. Because I don't like the way they have their live accounts formatted, and I'd rather just trade my own personal live. Creates more flexibility. Ugh. It's chop. Guns are not legal in Canada. Even though people have them, you don't see people walking around the streets with a gun in their waistband. You don't see people having arguments and then pop, pop, pop. I've never heard a gunfight in my life. Never heard a gunshot outside of a range, ever. I've never heard a gunshot. That's where I want my kids to live. You know, I want to bring my kids to a school system that has maybe 1 or 2 shootings every 5 years, 10 years, not 58 a year. That's like playing roulette. That's like gambling on blackjack, and the loser gets shot. I think there's too much politics in America right now. I'm not American. I'm Canadian. There's too much politics. There's too much arguments. There's too much disagreement in that country. And I think it's still America. It's a great country. But the people in it aren't great anymore. There's things wrong with Canada too. There's insane mass immigration to the point where I don't even know what's what anymore. But I think that's everywhere in the world. The amount of division, oh, my camera died. 1 second. We're getting a little bit of movement here, maybe. 1 second, chat. division that's going on right now is insane. And it's not something I want to be a part of. It's Muslim versus Christian, Christians versus gay people, Democrats versus Republicans. It's government versus people. It's Israel versus Palestine. It's Russia versus Ukraine. And every world problem that's going on outside of America is a problem in America. Like, live your life, man. Live your life. It's sad what's going on, but just live your life. Once again, we are a neutral stream here. We're not going to be picking sides and hating on the others, guys. In Canada, I'm not talking about in the States, but in Canada, I'm a little bit more conservative than liberal, but I'm not going to be taking a conservative side in this stream. Okay? Just for the sole fact of I think Justin Trudeau kind of ruined the country a little bit, but I'm not going to also hate on liberals because of that. Just Justin Trudeau doesn't determine all of the Liberal Party. I love Switzerland. Okay, someone time out Rocco takes, please. Am I in the Epstein files? Bro. Taxes? I have no idea. I have an accountant. But we're just chopping right now, guys. How do you stomach a $10,000 loss on 20 accounts? Just like how you stomach a $500 loss. Once you make a lot of money, guys, you look at money as a number. That's it. You just look at money as a number. LeBron or Jordan? Oh, that's so easy. It's LeBron. Jordan played against people that were nowhere near as good as the people now. That's the same thing as quarterbacks and all athletes. You look at everyone who's been trading back then and now, like, things have changed. I don't think they would even stand a chance. LeBron way over Jordan. Easy. No way you guys are picking Jordan over LeBron. You guys are crazy. That's like picking Pele over Messi. For mentality, Kobe Bryant all the way, yeah. I'm not ready for that conversation. Oh, guys, did I spark something worse than politics? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, the chat's going crazy. Okay, this guy said Curry. Someone, bro, there's no way. Pele's way better than Messi. No! Pele's a legend. He's a great player. But he's not as good as Messi. You guys have to remember the game has changed. These really good traders back then, not traders, players, they're not as good now. If they were playing in the current time, it would be different. Okay, we rip above the high now. Revolutions. Curry. Bro, Curry's not the coat, bro. Bro. You want to know who's the greatest athlete of all time? You want to know who the greatest athlete of all time is? You want to know who the greatest athlete of all time is? Bo Jackson. It's you can't compare it. Bo Jackson. You can't. You can't. Yes, Tom Brady's a better football player. Yes, Muhammad Ali's a better boxer. Ronaldo's a better soccer player. Bo Jackson was one of the best football players in the league while being one of the best baseball players in the MLB at the same time. Name anybody that can do that. LeBron can't be that. Jordan couldn't do that. Tom Brady couldn't do that. None of them. Bo Jackson is and was the greatest athlete of all time. And there's no debate. Doesn't matter about Michael Phelps swimming in a pool. Bo Jackson's the greatest athlete of all time. Like I said, Michael Jordan did an insane impact on one industry. Bo Jackson did two. And not only just went into those two industries, he dominated both. What about Peter Bots? You guys are funny. It's very ugly price action, guys. What about Peter Bots? NF is the best rapper. Yo, somebody time that guy out for a minute. Like, I'm kidding. I actually agree with that. It's harder to kill Peter Bot than score on LeBron, and I agree with that. Because you can check up with LeBron, and the second you check up, just shoot it, and you're going to miss 90% of the time. You're going to get blocked out. But you can just, like, turn around and go like that, and eventually you're going to score. Now we're ripping up higher. We can potentially look for something here. It's a beautiful reaction. There's still not a single breakaway gap. I used to be a pro Fortnite player, yes. Beautiful. Love the stock market right now. Do I have earnings? I was top 100 in the world. So, yeah. At the time, I had 14K earned, which was a lot 6 years ago. So, yeah. I do have earnings. I did pretty good at that game. I made grand finals. I didn't place well in it. That shit was hard. Dude, grand finals, it's not even like it was hard because I played in the scrims before against those people. It's the fact that, like, the nerves on you when you're getting recorded and streamed, it's so scary. But we're really not getting any movement. No breakaway gaps, so that means I'm not engaging right now, chat. There's no breakaway gaps. Just started in Minecraft realm. That game has changed so much in the past few years. Really? Well, that's sad. That's so sad. But yeah, guys, today is the last day you can get the Apex discount, chat. Just to let you know, you cannot get this discount after this. It ends, so do not miss out on it. Wow. Wowzers. second, chat. Sorry. I just used code for Apex. Nice. Get my 300. Get my payout today. I'm getting that 300K. Nice. It ends at 11:59 p.m. We'll do a Minecraft realm soon, chat. We'll do Discord streams with that. But right now we're just there's not a lot, you know. There's not a lot to what the heck? Oh my gosh, there's no way. Wait. What? That's so funny. Chat. So the last time I got a payout on Top Step, I stopped using them, but the last time I got a payout, long time ago. Not too long, but months. And I thought I withdrawed all my money, but it turns out that I had $344 just sitting there. So yeah, send that to me, please, and thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, that's nice. Didn't realize. Yes, they were 1 day to pass, I'm pretty sure. Patience, guys. It's not giving us any breakaway gaps, nothing that we want to engage in, so it's just unsustainable price action here. I'm not going to risk more than my cut risk loss. I'm still in a great position right now, so I'm just going to be content with what I got and chill. That's all it is just chill. But fellas, I think I'm probably just going to wrap up the session now. Get off, go do some calls, get on for the PM session, which will be probably better. Now, a lot of the times when AM session is like this, PM brings some volatility, so don't miss PM. But yeah, I'm probably going to jump off here. I just accept one loss, not go for anything more. I don't like the profile, so I don't want to do that. But we had a great session today, great risk management, great patience. Everything about it was perfect. So I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll finish in prayer, and then 1:10 p.m. Eastern time on TikTok is my next stream. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another amazing day and opportunity. Lord, please be with us for the rest of this day and protect us with our future plans, Lord. And whatever is meant to be will be, and remind us that. Please make sure that we make the right decisions following your word, Lord. And if any of us are stuck on a decision or in a life path and they need help, Lord, please deliver them from whatever they're stuck in, Lord, and give them the answer. In Jesus Christ's holy name we pray, deliver us from the evil one and forgive us for our sins. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, chat. 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. I will be live on TikTok. Other than that, don't miss your chance with this discount. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. God bless. Good discipline, good risk management. Stay content. I would get off for the rest of the AM session, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'll be on TikTok for the PM session. Take care. God bless, and have a great day.